Hey everybody! How you doing out there? I just want to let you know, if you drive a gas car, are you only buying 6 liters of gas a day? Because that's all you should be doing, because these car manufacturers have gone crazy. It's 2024, basically, and they're like cutting down the range, and they're cutting down the range, and the media's starting, the average person only drives like 50 kilometers a day, 30 miles. So these EVs, they only need to go that far. Well, first of all, let me say something. EVs need to go 550 kilometers on a charge or 350 miles. Okay? They must do this when it is minus 20 degrees Celsius outside. Okay? That's minus 8. I believe that's minus 8 Fahrenheit. At 115 kilometers an hour. Okay? 70 miles an hour. It has to do this. And when you make EVs that do this, where it gets cold, they will buy them in abundance. And you know what? Yeah, we'll sell them in Texas, and we'll sell them in California, we'll sell them, we don't care about you cold weather people. Because literally, where it gets cold, under 0 degrees Celsius, or, which is all of Canada, most of Europe, where it gets below 0 degrees, where it gets below freezing, I don't care about the people where, it gets freezing. And towing, forget about towing. An EV for towing, I'm just letting you know right now. I love EVs and everyone should have one. And they are going to take over. All the cars are going to be electric. But when it comes to towing, go get yourself an F350. Dodge, 3500, either dually with the Cummins, okay? And, those are my 2 favorites. I don't like anyone else. So if you're going to tow anything, any distance, there's no EV for you. So stop complaining that EVs are terrible and blah, 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 blah. No, EVs are great. They're fantastic. They do everything but towing large, heavy loads a long distance. Other than that, they're the best vehicle you'll ever own. I'm saving so much money driving my EV, and I'm having so much fun. They're just an enjoyment to drive. An enjoyment. Who knew? They would be now I know why people buy these souped up cars and stuff, and muscle cars and stuff. Just go get an EV like mine, and holy man, you got a muscle car. So this is the problem. People think, 50 kilometers a day. No, I tell you what, why don't you make cars only take 6 liters of gas today? Because most cars get 80 kilometers on 12 liters of gas, right? No, I did that wrong. My brain had a brain fart. 100 kilometers. We do liters per 100 kilometers. 12 liters to go 100 kilometers. So 6, that's why I'm like 6 liters, right? 50 kilometers, 6 liters, 30 miles. So I tell you what, when you go to the gas station, it'll give you 6 liters. Well, you'd put up with that for about a day, and then, you'd find a place to fill up. So this is why 6 liters a day doesn't work for gasoline vehicles, and they don't work for electrics. And then someone said to me, but your battery pack has all this stuff in it, and you're just storing it there and you're not using it. Are you kidding me? If you have a regular EcoBoost F-150 and you have a Lightning F-150, and they're parked side by side in your driveway, and they both are driven the same, that EcoBoost is full of gasoline. Just sitting there not being used. And you use it all, and you got to fill it up. And you use it all, you got to fill it up. You use it all, you got to fill it up. So how much does it weigh each time? How many resources have to be used each time? My battery pack is done. All I do is put some electrons in there that don't weigh anything. Well, everything weighs something, but for this example, they don't weigh anything. So I put the electrons in and back where I go. My weight hasn't changed, nothing's changed, nothing changed, nothing changed. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. You got to buy it, you got to put it in pipe, put it in pipe, put it in. I have it. So this thing that, the battery packs have to be made smaller, you're just wasting all that energy, is a load of chicken poo. Just a load of chicken poo. One is temporary. Your gas engines are temporary. You fill them up with gas, put your 110 liters in there, and you drive around and you use it all up, and then you go put 110 liters in there again, and 110 liters in again. So let's measure out how many times you have to put 110 liters in your vehicle if you traveled 300,000 kilometers before you replaced it. What does that weigh? Well, just hang on a second. I'll be right back. I'm back! I figured it out! So, You get two trucks. One's a Lightning, one's a EcoBoost. And we're going to use 10 liters per 100 kilometers that you use, okay? And that your tank holds 110 liters of gasoline. So how much weight are you carrying around going 300,000 kilometers or 187,500 miles? How much weight is that? Well, I figured it out. First of all, 1 liter of gasoline weighs 0.74 of a kilogram. That's 740 grams of weight at 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's just how you do it, because the colder it is and the hotter it is, it weighs different amounts. You can still get that liter and it weighs lighter. Yeah, kind of funny, eh? They get those transports going down the road. Side note, those transports going down the road have to figure out the temperature before they fill it up, because they could have less or more when they get to the gas station. Anyways, so what do you, per tank? Everyone says, oh, you know, the lady. Well, guess what? You got to put 81.4 kilograms of gasoline in your tank before you go anywhere with an EcoBoost. Getting 10 liters per 100. It doesn't really matter what the truck is, just using that as an example. So what is that? If you go 300,000 kilometers or 187,500 miles. Well, guess what that is? That's 2,727 times 110. I think I did that wrong. Just 1 second. Yeah, I did that wrong. Forgot to move the decimal place 1 over. So, you're going to go your 300,000 kilometers, 187,500 miles. How many times do you have to fill up your truck? You got to fill it up 272.7 times. And then what does that weigh? Well, that's 22,197 kilos that you're hauling around. Well, my truck doesn't change its weight ever. The whole 300,000 kilometers, it weighs the same. Ooh, but I weigh 2,000 pounds more than you do. But you know what? I never change. You got to haul around 48,946 pounds of fuel to do those 300,000 kilometers or 187,500 miles. You got to haul that around. You got to fill it up, fill it up. So you go up, weights up, weights down, weights up, weights down, weights up, it's down, it's up, it's down. So, you know, this thing that, oh, they weigh more is a load of crap. Your gas vehicle has to tow around basically 49,000 pounds of fuel for you to go 300,000 kilometers or 187,500 miles. So thank you very much for tuning in to this educational video about why vehicles need to go where they go, and the 6 liters a day thing is just a load of chicken poop. And we need to convince the media and everyone this doesn't work, and where it's cold it really doesn't work. I cannot stress this. If you live where it's cold and you buy a F-150 Lightning long range dual motor, that's all you can buy. Don't buy anything else if it gets cold where you live. Don't buy anything else. Can't compare it to any other trucks. There are no trucks where I live, and no one's going to ship me one, so I can do comparisons when it's cold out. So hopefully one day, maybe those other trucks will show up where I live, maybe next year or the year after or the year after that. I'm not really sure. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the future.